Hey up folks, listen, this one contains what I believe is the death of a loco, so if you're scared of seeing locos die, only pretend locos, but dying all the less, maybe watch a different video. Is there any bargains left on eBay, or has everything gone crackers price? I know I've said it loads lately, but prices have been going through the roof, people wanting 700 quid for 5 wagons, etc, etc. Is there any bargains? Absolutely is, and I grabbed one the other day. £50, £51 actually, but we'll call it £50 for the video. While you lot were at NEC, I were watching this auction finish, and I think you were all there, so no one bid on it, so I grabbed it at a bargain. So let's see what we got for us £50. Hey, what's this burgundy beauty approaching with weathered appearance and detailed front end, including a fancy load of pipes? I don't know what it is, but it looks like a bit of that West Coast flavour that I've heard about on them rap videos. I'll tell you what, I've never liked the idea of burgundy until I've seen this one in flesh, and look at that, fully tricked you. It weren't driving at all. It was being pushed by my little pinkies, and even more trickery, it's not even got a DCC decoder in it, never mind sound. That what 37 Accurascale sound you were listening to. Fully tricked, I like it. Double tricked as well, because this is not what I got on eBay, this is not even mine. This one belongs to Hilton at Proper Chuff Railways. Basically, he's won it in Annie's Cafe Christmas prize draw. So, yeah, I'm just filming it for him so he can see what it looks like before it goes all the way up to South Africa, where it may or may not survive the journey. This way, Hilton, at least you know that if it arrives like a jigsaw, that at one time it looked quite decent. So yeah, take a little look and we'll crack on. It's caused a bit of an issue, to be fair, on railway, because obviously I've got a lot of East Coast flavour, and this East Coast, West Coast is talking about Tupac and Biggie again. It's gone crazy, I don't even know what they're on about, but yeah, there's quite a lot of gang rivalry going on at the minute, shanking and all sorts. I've even had quite a lot of BMW X5s driving around, fully black, fully tinted windows, with big subwoofers in boot, with bass music playing. It's been quite intimidating, so I'll be glad when it's gone, to be fair. Hey, just on a side note, before I forget, I just want to do a shout out to Mel Kitson. Basically, what happened is, a few episodes ago, I was promoting my Mini Owners Club for Bonfire Night sale one time. And I mentioned that I weren't having any metros. Anyway, I mentioned that, and then Mel Kitson messaged me privately, and he said he wanted to basically get me a metro for my layout, and like in some kind of cunning, evil twist. So that metro that turned up, that was courtesy of Mel Kitson. I appreciate that, mate. Proper generosity of that, mate. So thanks very much, you're a superstar. I didn't say I don't want metros on here for someone to buy more, and don't think that, folks, but realistically, I really don't want a Porsche 911 real one on my drive. If you get what I'm saying, I don't want a Porsche 911 in black on my drive, gold wheels, maybe a little gold pinstripe, with one of the big whale tail spoilers on back. I definitely don't want one of them. Anyway, I've gone a bit off topic, haven't I? It's not like me to go off topic. So, yeah, little Shunter's having a little bit of a mooch about today. Look, he's not been about for a while. So, yeah, let's get back onto this bargain. Can you get bargains? Yeah, you can, and I paid 51 quid, blah, 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 blah. So we've caught back up now. Right, what we've got is we've got some new wagons. What wagons have you got? Double O Dave, I hear you ask. Have some patience, as I always say. It's going to turn up, isn't it? We're going to see it in a minute. But in the meantime, you can compare this older tooling Bachmann 37, look, with stripe on, to a Accurascale one with stripe on. And just do a bit of a Bachmann versus Accurascale battle in your own little mind. That looks well, doesn't it, with 5 in a row there, look at that, nice. The old Bachmann versus Accurascale debate is going to eat up dramatically in this video when chaos comes and it all goes pear-shaped. Because as you know I do a lot of nonsense and silliness on my channel, but I call it as it is, and Bachmann models, I've got to say, they're absolutely robust, and I've not had any issues so far with any Bachmanns I've had, either ones that I've bought second-hand off eBay, super old ones, they all seem to run effortlessly. My Accurascale ones, they're absolutely bang on, they sound absolutely amazing, they run absolutely sweet, but they've not come without issue. And we'll discuss that in a little while. But yeah, there we go. So for today, we're going to get old 47 Freightliner, and I think he's going to have a bit of a cold start here. It might be, who knows. Tell you what, I hope I haven't bought a dud. I've had enough of dodgy engines lately with my last car with timing belt and all that nonsense. So let's hope it's going to start this time. So plan for today is I'm going to, Freightliner's going to start up and he's going to make his way out at yard. He's going to go over at bridge and then he's going to have to reverse back round Fruit Quarry, Fruit Station siding area, where he's going to collect the new wagons that have been waiting round at the original depot. They've been getting a little bit of maintenance because they were second-hand, so they've needed a little bit of maintenance to invite workshop. While he's travelling, I'll update you about some important information that I missed off my last video when it came to the Liberty Junction 2 layout plan ideas. I didn't mention, and it's quite important, I didn't mention the reason why I'd gone from having it as a massive big loop to a big dog bone, and that's because the new layout shed, I can't possibly do it as wide as the old design. The old designer, we're going to do it 4.5 metres, which is absolutely massive, and it's going down to 3 metres, but it's going to be a bit longer. But the problem I had is, at 4.5, apart from it looking an eyesore, according to my missus, apart from just that, it's getting the roof span timbers that you need absolutely massive timbers, and it just made it all, it just made it overly expensive as well as being a bit of a mission. It just made it, everything were twice and 3 times the price just to do the same function. So 3 metres I can go back down to like 5x2 timbers, or go back to that insulated metal cladding panel nonsense that I can't even remember the name of, and we'll see where it goes with that. But for that reason, that's why I went to dog bone style, because I thought if I've lost the ability at 3 metres to have nice big sweeping, massive sweeping curves and then get that water bridging and stuff, so I've just timed it up a little bit. But I think it'll be all right, because this one's loops, and I've never really thought about dog bone style, and I just think it'll be all right, especially because then it gives me an area I can have a little village, I can have my big long still rural area, and I can have my industry and all that, and I think it'll be all right. I tell you what, I resisted the other 47 bargain that they had at Kernow. I fully resisted it. I've not even looked if it's still in stocks. If I keep seeing it, I'm too tempted. And I tell you what, my financial advisor Wayne Atkinson, he has been sending me some right emails this week. Have you seen some bargains at Accurascale? Them coal wagons are mine. They're doing them at 40% off, and I'm so tempted to get some more. But to be fair, it's absolute maximum length on this layout, and I thought I can just get some and store them, because they're working out, if you buy 2 packs, they're working out at £13.50 a wagon, which is just, it's almost stealing them. But at the minute I'm resisting. There's not many left, and I think they'll sell out today, and I'm out today. I'm out on beer today, so I'll probably not buy anything today, and we're going to see my missus to get me some for Christmas. But to be fair, I just think I need to start focusing now on moving forward and getting some supplies in for Liberty Junction 2, rather than just buying rolling stock that doesn't even fit Liberty Junction 1. Because if I keep buying everything, I'm basically not going to get Liberty Junction 2, because I'll have spent all the money on Liberty Junction 1. And then where do we go from there? And to be fair, apart from little bits and bobs on this layout now, there's not much more I'm going to do, especially now I'm going to do the other one. I'll put all my eggs into that basket, and I'll just keep, I'm not getting rid of this, but I'll just keep it for bits and pieces, but I'm definitely going to steal a couple of bits off it. So everything's going according to plan now. Lucky's reversing round. I tell you what, I'm going to have to stop making realistic looking bombs on the videos out of blue tack and wires, because I actually had Bomb Squad for real come round the other day, knocking on the door asking questions with a search warrant, and basically they did a bit of a search. They realised it weren't actually a real bomb, because it were only C2 and not C4. But there it is, look, ladder man, he hasn't got rid of it yet. It's still alive, it's still a live bomb. Don't tell anyone, it is actually still alive. But they're posing photos at the minute for Christmas cards and stuff. But yeah, they were knocking on the door, they weren't happy, but it is what it is, isn't it? I can't help it if I can make realistic looking bombs like that. It's just how it is. Funny thing about it all is my cat Percy were there, and he walked into the room, and it was like that scene, you know, on Lethal Weapon where they run out after cutting wire and all building blows up. So when they saw Percy, absolutely went maniac, and they all ran off, and I didn't see him again. So I don't know if he had a cat allergy or if it was just that he thought bomb was going to go off. But yeah, that were it. Never saw him, so that were it. Anyway, here we go, folks. This is what I've bought. This is my new thing, and it's no trickery this time. Let's see, it's coming. I've been watching these all week and they were super cheap, and look at these container flats is what I've bought. So how many have I bought, I hear you ask? Well, you're going to see now, right now. So as you can see, lovely Bachmann container flats, and look at that, it was trickery. I said I weren't going to trick you, and then I tricked you, and it's just bang out of order, isn't it? But this time round we're going to show it, but I just thought it was funny just to get that in. So yeah, I've bought some Bachmann container flats to go in my other container flats. And for my wagon counters, here you go. You can get there's a couple of green, look. And then, oh my God, I lost feed then. That was genuine. That wasn't a trick that time. Genuinely lost feed with camera. So yeah, that's just how it is, I'm afraid, folks. It doesn't look like we can get that camera back either. So what we're going to probably have to do is pan out and try and get a big multi-train running shot. And if you can count the trains running and count the wagons, then you win a prize. So you'll just have to let me know. Send a stamped addressed envelope, Liberty Junction, PO Box 1 at oodave.com. And yeah, basically, you'll get a prize. Oh, he's done it again. Here we go. Grand finale now. I'm not playing anymore. This is it. Grand finale. New model railway. We're going to go for multi-train running shot here, but it's harder than you think, you know, this, when you're timing them all to come round at the same time. Because I don't do it with trickery. I just basically get them running and try and time it right, but it's not always easy. So I think on here we only get a 5. I can't remember. So anyway, here we go, look. How many wagons did I get for 51 quid? Well, there's 2 green there, look. And there's 2 black there. And there's 2 more green, so I got 6. Because 2 threes are 6, aren't they, if you did basic mathematics at school. So what do you reckon to that? Because I thought that were a rate mega deal. So they were £9 each, I think they worked out at. In fact, I've just done sums, basically, including postage, they worked out at £9.50 each. So I think that's quite decent, because they normally go for at least 20 quid, don't they? So they were less than half price. And I think it's because everyone were at Big Show, so everyone forgot to look at them. And I just snatched them out of someone's hand in the last few seconds. That person must really hate me, because I did it in like with 1 second to go, like a cunning trick. If it were you that I did it to, and you're watching this, just let me know and tell me how annoyed you are. Do it on like scale 1 to 10, so I know where exactly we're at. Anyway, part 2 at video, so look at this now. So he's reversing it back up here. I'm going to drop these 6 wagons onto platform 1. He's going to bugger off, and then 66 is going to stop, and he's going to link them up. But I can't link them at back because at the minute I've got tension locks on these, and back ones are magnetic. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have to slip it in the middle where I've got a couple of tension locks. And that's the plan of the video. And even that with 3 trains running don't look bad, does it? And you see this little silver Shogun thing in bottom corner, this Mitsubishi? Well, them gangsters in that black X5, they've been causing him some right hassle. You know, it's like 4x4 battles, which I'm not happy about. I ain't got an X5 to show you, but I might get one, you know. I was going to do this video on a side note again as a Christmas special, but I think I'll be able to get one more in before Christmas at least. If I haven't, something's gone wrong, hasn't it? And I've been on too many mince pies. So he's backed up there flawlessly. Bachmann 47's done it flawless. I tell you what though, what happened with this Bachmann when it came, the tension lock on front had fell out, you know, the little hooky bit, which doesn't matter because I normally take them off anyway, and I think for this video I have took it off. And that back one had fell out other day, so somewhere on layout, there's a metal coupling somewhere fell off, which is basically going to cause probably derailment one day, and I won't be able to figure it out. But I'm going to have to go around with Hoover one day and try and hoover all bits and bobs of garbage up. So yeah, that were a bit unusual, wasn't it? Because I've never known that with tension locks, but yeah, there we go. I'll tell you what else I did with this one, and I don't really do it normally. I normally buy a new loco, look at sound files, program onto Z21 on iPad and forget it. But I actually read back page instructions. Unlike me, I'll admit it's not like me to read instructions, but what I saw is you can actually change the sound of horns and have different horns if you want a different. So I thought, I'm going to do that, because I've got a few of these 47s now and they all sound pretty much the same. I think they do anyway, I'm not very sure. So what I've done is I've changed settings on horn and made it a different horn, and it's completely different. I didn't realise you could do that, so I might have to read some more instruction manuals now. Do you know what they need to do? I'll tell you what, if Ken Backman's listening, Ken, what you need to do is do some more station announcements, but different ones, because I really love using them. They're actually decent and I really like them. So here we go, look, stage was set now, so my wagons are disconnected, 47's buggered off, 66 is in lane 1 ready to disconnect. I've got this lovely shot set up. He pulls forward, it were all going swimmingly, and I thought, you're going to love this. As you can see, look, I've left half the train there, so I'm going to pull forward and then I'm going to reverse back. And if you saw then, as it were pulling forward, old 66 just slowed down to almost stop for no reason at all, even though it's got to stay alive and there's no issues on that bit of line. I move point, back him in, and it's all going all right. I've not really thought of that little slowing down bit. I just thought it's just a bit annoying when I'm filming, but I couldn't be bothered doing a retake because I do enough retakes when I'm doing my filming. So he backs up lovely to platform 1. All passengers are watching, thinking it looks magnificent. All trains on top loop have come to a standstill because they wanted to watch as well, and it were all going beautiful. They didn't realise what they were about to see, and I mean, I told driver off here, he slammed into them a little bit too hard, but is what it is, isn't it? And then he drives away and everything's good, hunky-dory. I say hunky-dory, but it weren't hunky-dory at all. That's what I thought it was, but it weren't, and it turns into chaos in a very short space of time. So as you can see now, he starts driving off. I don't know if you remember when I first got this 66, it was playing up, and I contacted them and I did that business on it, and it seemed to fix it. I thought at the time it had a dodgy motor. I did that back EMF reset and it seemed all right, and then I just run it after that and thought no more about it. And I've not really run it much. I don't get up there as often as I'd like to. I mean, I've got a family, and I've got a young kid, and I can't always get up there, so they don't get hours and hours of running. This train certainly hasn't. So yeah, I would pretty much consider that 66 brand new still. It can't have more than 3 hours on clock. So he backs up now, to train joins up, and again I'm still not knowing there's an issue. I didn't know what was going to happen here, so he's backing up nicely, and jobs are good. And so he's backing up. Just on a side note, while he's backing up and doing his business, I think my next video I might do a bit of a shunting video. What's your thoughts on that? I don't do a lot of shunting sometimes, 'cause it takes quite a lot of planning and prep. Let me know, see what you think. I'm running out of ideas for this one now. If anyone's got any good ideas, let me know and I'll put them onto video, because I'm about used up, I think. And you see that there? Did you see that? It slows down to an almost stop, and I've not done anything there. Basically, see speed it's at now. That's it. So it will go in fast. It slows down to an almost stop. Then it does this, and I'm like, all right, what's going on here? And I'll tell you what I thought. I thought it was getting wheel spin. That's what I thought. I thought that's unusual, that, because I don't consider them extra 6 wagons as being particularly heavy. So yeah, I'm filming it and I'm thinking, my God, this is slow. Must be doing some right wheel spin here. But I were already in position for shot, like bending my son like a contortionist. So I thought I'll wait till it finishes, then I'll investigate. But when I investigated, it weren't doing wheel spin. This were its new top speed, which I thought, that's decent, especially if I'm going to do slow motion videos. I don't have to set my camera into slow motion. I can just run it like this, flat out at this speed. So what I could do here is cut this bit of video short, because it's a little bit slow, isn't it? But I thought it gives it a nice little view of these wagons I've bought, and you can see what I got for my money. And some bits and bobs on them, like these little bendy, these little yellow things on end are a little bit bent in places. Some of them are probably missing. I've no idea what they're meant, how many they're meant to have and how many they're not. No idea, don't get monkeys. I still like the look of them. I think they look decent, and if there's bits missing, I'm sure real life ones might have bits missing. There would if I attacked them in angle grinder anyway, so I could make them prototypical, even if mine aren't. So yeah, I don't think they're bad. What do you think? £9.50 each? I think I got a rate bargain at that. I reckon I caused annoyance that day. And if I was seller, I'd have been gutted only getting 51 quid for them. So anyway, yeah, look, that's its flat out speed, and it's getting even slower. I don't know if you can notice. It's as though it's using some kind of slow motion special effect cam, but it's just full speed. And I could have left all this information off and just pretended there weren't a problem, but I'm about to show you. Look, my settings on my speedo, look, were set at 75 mile an hour, and as you can see, that's absolutely nonsense. And I stop it there, look, and then it comes to a stop. And then basically from there, it gets worse and worse and worse to the point where it's just not really doing no. I suspect motor's gone, but I don't really know anything about them. This were a little bit of testing. Now we're going to do this bit of testing just to send to Accurascale, and because I'm going to have to send it back on. I can't be bothered doing any more stuff with this Loco. It's been garbage from beginning, and then I thought it was fixed, but like I say, I suspect it's motor. I don't know. They've got lifetime warranty, which is all good, but I would argue I'd just rather them be reliable, and I'm sure it's just a bad one and it's a one-off, but yeah, technically I've had 3 Accurascales and 2 of them have had issues, so that's 2 out of 3. I'm sure there's people out there who've bought 20 and have had no issues, so that's none out of 20, but I've just had an high proportion, haven't I? And I know they'll get sorted. It's just hassle now sending it back and all that. And do I pay postage? Because postage is a rip-off nowadays. Because I think basically post office have given pricing to Dick Turpin at minute. Because I tried sending some the other day and it was comedy money. So yeah, that's where we're at. So he goes off up there and I don't even know what I'm doing here. I think he's reversing back, but I'm just waffling on now because I forgot what I'm filming. I'm going to cut this short. Hang on. Now, I was just about to cut it off then, and then I remembered what had happened because I filmed this a couple of days back. So I got 47 back to save the day, just to see if it is a particularly heavy train. So I thought, we'll try this Backman, see what he can do, and see if it pulls it. And see if I can get that nice, decent speed bridge running shot that we're going for originally. So he hooks up nicely, no issues there. So yeah, what I was saying is, yeah, lifetime warranty, I get that, but just hassle, I get that too. And life's got enough hassle without having extra hassle. A woman at post office really bugs me. I think she actually wants to have a boxing match with me one day, but I don't know. She just, I think sometimes she thinks she runs the world. So yeah, look, as you can see, Backman 47 runs that. That's at about half its speed, and it pulls that absolutely dead easy, and then it turns it into a quite interesting clip. And yeah, this laddie is blaming Richard. It probably is Richard's fault, isn't it? I blame Richard. Nothing but disappointment, I'm afraid. I'm only kidding, Richard, if you're listening. I know you probably don't watch, but I do blame you anyway. So it's a 1-0, folks, in football scores of Backman versus Accurascale in my eyes. You made it to end, folks, so thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like it, don't get a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done. Super awesome. I hope I've not upset you too much. See you later, bye.